Hello, everyone. My name is Dio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and I'm coming to you live from the Denver System Open. We are in the top 16. Super excited to be bringing you this premier level play. And today, my co-host is
Asa Graff of the Back to Dials podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a sunny Denver morning. You know, I'm very excited to see both of these lists. We've seen John Hennon's list before on the left, but this Imperial list, as a Phantom lover, as a Vader lover, this is something that I absolutely adore. Look at that light Vader just afterburners. That's all that he needs. And 3 IMDAR test pilots. Some people will tell you he needs FCS to be effective. Those people are wrong.
I've been wrong before. Notice the pointed speech. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So, Nathan, starting out here with having them split off here. You got Vader up there in the top right corner. Not sure if you guys see that up there.
Stealth Vader.
Stealth Vader hanging out there with the squadron of MDAR test pilots there on the bottom of the board. John here on the left bringing that Rebel Beef, very effective. Initiative 4, B-Wings, 10, and Braylon being able to get all those modifiers, plus Wedge with just those S-foils, and Cassian with Leia and Pivot Wing. Cassian's going to be used a lot to relieve the stress on the B-Wings, just to give them like constant red maneuvers, which really lets them be super effective. They got those 1 hard turns. They got the 1 Talon rolls, just being great knife fighters.
Absolutely. Both of these B-Wings really kitted out to take advantage of the stress that their dial can provide. Braylon Strom and 10 Num can use that to be more effective both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, super excited to see how these players engage. John right now kind of controlling the middle of the board. I think trying to get a feel for where Nathan's going to commit his forces.
Right. He's hedging his bets right now. He's not committing too hard down towards the Phantoms, and he's waiting to see where Vader is going to go. Important to note here, John has passed off first player to Nathan Jackson, so Wedge will be moving after Vader. Now, a good Vader player who runs at 200 points will know how to fly that ship without a bid. Nathan up here in the top 16 obviously knows how to do just that. And flying forward with just that 1 straight, he is being very non-committal, watching where Wedge is going to go. He's going to make his decision from there. Yeah,
Wedge is one of the hammers in John's list. Though it's interesting, right? He kind of does a little bit of a Biggs effect, where you want to kill Wedge because he is reducing agility and able to do damage more consistently.
Right.
But those B-Wings with their almost always having mods, even when bumping, and all they need is a stress to have some type of modification on both offense or defense. The B-Wings are really good. They're really the ones that do the heavy lifting in the list.
Absolutely. Being one of the few ships that can outturn an Imperial Ace, they're very well positioned to take on this list in a knife fight.
One of the things I want to see here as well is how committal is Nathan going to be with those Phantoms. A lot of people like to call the Phantoms a moving fortress, where you choose not to engage on purpose because they're really good at just keeping ground. With that decloak hard turns, you can kind of stay in the same area wherever you like. We'll see what Nathan chooses to do. We're going to go ahead and get the poll up here in a second, and you guys can choose your champion. There's the poll there. 1 for John, 2 for Nathan. Super easy to participate. All you got to do is be in chat, type a number 1, enter if you want or think the Rebel Beef is going to win it, and 2 if you think the Empire will be victorious. I think Asa would probably
I'll be voting number 1 right there.
You're gonna
number 2.
No, he said it number 1. He voted for the Rebels.
It's because I always think that the Empire is number 1 because they're number 1 in my heart. Now, we do have some questions in chat about those beautiful cloak tokens and some of the other ones that we see on the table. Where can somebody get some of those?
Well, this round is sponsored by the creators of that token. That's PawCreatives.com. They have an Etsy shop. They do all kinds of amazing acrylic tokens. These are a large-scale version of these tokens, but they're also small versions, your standard sizes. We use these for streaming, and Gold Squadron basically requested these for the first time from Curl Paw. We're like, listen, Andrew, we need large-scale tokens so that we can see what's going on.
And they work so well.
And at first, honestly, here's the thing. At first, he actually didn't even want to sell them. He's like, they're too much in the pain in the butt. Unless a bunch of people ask for them, I won't do it. And then a bunch of people ask for them.
Yeah.
So now they're for sale. They're one of his items. And if you want to pick up some, if you do streaming locally for your league nights or something like that, they're a great option. Also, some people don't think about this, but if you have a visual impairment, they also
Right.
really help. I know quite a few, more than one player that actually has issues with vision, and it has helped them quite a bit just to be able to distinguish tokens while playing. They have range rulers, anything acrylic. If you play X-Wing or anything else, they got all kinds of stuff. I think they even started doing tokens for Magic the Gathering. They have Destiny, Legion, all kinds of stuff.
And Andrew Knuckles, proprietor of Big Acrylic, is playing right now in the top 16.
He's trying to get that World's invite. I also want to give a shout out to our secondary sponsor for the round. That is Modest Orange Gaming. They've done some really awesome stuff with 3D printing, larger scale storage for X-Wing. And one of their big items that they're showing off today is their conversion kit case. The super awesome. You can use the code Denver19 to get $5 off of it. We're going to be showing it off during the break here, and we're going to be giving one away.
Absolutely. Go ahead and Google Modest Orange Gaming. That's the easiest way to find their Etsy store. Take a look at the products that they offer and wait for our giveaway for that conversion kit storage case. It is a fantastic piece of kit. But let's get back to this game here. Those Phantoms decloaking 2 forward, a 2 straight across the board for them as well. With focus and evade in the tank, we see John Hennon still being very non-committal. B-Wings 1 straight forwards, focus barrel roll back down towards the center of the board. One thing I do want to point out here is that these Phantoms, although they have so much more maneuverability, this rock is sort of preventing a swift engagement towards the center of the board, at least for this top Phantom. He could still go out and turn in, but he's going to
want to keep that formation, probably.
Exactly.
So, I mean, Nathan chose to go up this lane. He had the same issue last time where he couldn't go to the right either. But those hard ones on the B-Wing is going to give him an opportunity to swing in if he wants to.
Vader doing a 3 hard turn down from the top of the board. That's an interesting maneuver there. I think he's looking to bait them into the Phantoms and then force the issue with Vader. I think just taking a focus token there.
Looking at the board position, honestly, I think John should probably go at the Phantoms right now. Vader does have afterburners, which allows him to get into combat if he needs to, get that little bit of extra room. But the Phantoms next turn will most likely cloak, bringing them forward and in an area where you probably can engage. Though, of course, he does have the hard ones available on there, so you might just get the forward 2 hard 1.
Absolutely. I think we're going to see Nathan being not engaging with those Phantoms right away. I think you're absolutely right. A cloak and then decloaking forward. Perhaps not even turning in just yet, because those B-Wings aren't really in a position where they can streak down and catch the Phantoms from where they are, especially not being stressed. Cassian could pose a little bit of a threat, but from the way we saw John Hennon play yesterday, he's not going to want to engage with... He's not going to want to engage piecemeal, right?
Yeah.
He's going to bring that full weight of the formation to bear all at once onto the target of his choosing.
Now, I know that Aaron Kroll would be quite upset if I didn't do this shout-out, so I'm kind of...
All right, let's do it.
I'm forced here, gun to my head a little bit. Actually, Nathan Jackson is a local of the OCX area. That's Orange City, Iowa. They run a podcast out of there, and just wanted to give them a quick shout-out. Nathan was super pumped when I asked him to be on the stream. He was like, yeah let's do it. So super excited.
OCX Coach Krull actually in chat, dropping some, making some very bold claims.
Very bold claims.
Very bold claims, Coach.
I give them a nice shout out, and he goes and does that in my chat. I don't know. Mods, you know what to do.
We love Coach Krull.
Yep.
He is a hoot and a half. Their whole podcast can be fun to listen to. So let's take a look at some of the poll results before we get it closed here. It's a very, very even split, and I think that reflects my own opinions on this game. They're very, very evenly matched. We know how effective Phantoms can be, even without Juke, and we saw last round yesterday just how effective Darth Vader can be. Yeah.
Now, this Darth Vader, even without fire control. Vader, even on his own, his ability, the advanced targeting computer ship ability is really good. Can dish out a lot of damage.
The key with not having fire control system and reacquiring the lock every round is that you do have to give yourself a lot of space to get those actions. And Vader can definitely do that, but it's going to be up to Nathan to make those calls, up to Nathan to position Vader such that he has options every single round. And if John can cut those options off, then then he's got a really good chance of nailing Vader down and limiting some of his effectiveness, making Nathan maybe wish that he had brought fire control system instead. They're Phantom's doing exactly what we thought, Dio. They are
coming
decloaking
forward,
too straightforward.
I mean, that was the only option they had. It was that or not decloak, right?
Right. Which I definitely could have seen. Just staying cloaked, doing one hard for the entire formation could have given them the option to move right or left or straight in the next round. But he has decided to go all in along that edge of the board.
Here's the hard one.
The hard ones.
So trying to keep down range. Range 3 is going to have focus evade on all 3 of those Phantoms. And you notice that these Phantoms don't have juke. A lot of people are probably going to look at it and say, oh, they have juke. No juke here. Basically, that focus evade there is for defense.
Right. I think this is a great engagement for Nathan, though. He is kiting those B-wings. He is doing some great range control and allowing them to allowing the Phantoms to get those range 3 engagements where they have a lot of room to disengage, a lot of room to maneuver and go whichever direction that he needs them to next round.
Yeah. So right now, looking at that poll, we're at 48%, 51. Nathan just ahead, but practically we are tied. We'll see how that shakes out. I'm super excited when we see polls like that. Like, oh, let's see what happens. And yeah, you're right, Asa. I'm in that same boat. I don't know who's going to win this game. I don't think either of them has an advantage. It's going to really come down to who puts themselves in a good spot to make the dice work out for them.
And who capitalizes on the advantages that they end up getting. That's one thing that's definitely a thing with X-Wing that some players can struggle with, is gaining an advantage and then pressing that advantage. And if we see either one of these players today able to do that, I think we're going to have a fantastic game. Cassian Andor is doing a 1 straight and focusing. We did see him remove a stress from one of those B-wings that barrel rolled last round. His pivot wings are locked in attack position, so we're going to see some exchange of fire, at least between the Phantoms and Cassian this round.
Yeah, John, I'm kind of hoping that John didn't leave the U-wing hanging out there, because it's going to look like 3 shots if we go overhead here, kind of get a better idea of range. I think pink and green probably have range to Cassian.
Yep.
All right, doing a little side-to-side method here on the 2-turn for 10 nub.
A very good maneuver here. Now, with John now committing to the Phantoms, it would be a very good maneuver for Nathan to have dialed in another 3-turn from Vader, come in, threaten that flank. Even if he might not be able to get in the fight quite this round, he still does have. What are we doing there? It's got to be center to center.
It's got to be on the line.
It's got to be center to center if we're doing the side to side.
Maybe. Hold on.
We're just going to go ahead and confirm there. We'll be right back.
Let's go double check. Is it ending up in the center?
That looked like it ended up in the center.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. We're fine. Never mind. Stay in there.
We're all right. We're all right. Perfect.
You know what? I think we should. We're going to record a quick tips.
Yes.
We got to remind. How does this work?
So, and we did just actually see 10 num focus attempt to link that to a barrel roll pilot right to Cassian, upon which he failed. Still getting the stress, powering up his ability for the next round. Yeah,
B-Wings don't really, those B-Wings don't care if they fail actions, because they want the stress to be available for them to use.
Braylon pulling the exact same maneuver. Vader being a little bit cagey right here, doing a 2-bank, not the aggressive maneuver that I was hoping for. Maybe thinking that
John probably doesn't mind that, honestly.
Absolutely.
Keeping him down range. Barrel rolling is going to probably give him a 3-turn.
Yep.
Next turn. Little afterburners action should get him into the fight.
I am concerned, though, if Wedge decides to streak forward, this could be
we're going to find out in a minute
for
here.
Vader. And if you know, he's coming down towards the bottom of that board, going all in on Phantoms.
So do notice that Nathan does have first player, so that means Vader moves before Wedge, and Wedge does have some post-maneuverability with barrel rolls and having the boost when the wings are closed.
Wedge Antilles will be able to fire first here, measuring range. Looks like he will have range onto green there, just barely downfield through the rock.
Here we go, 3 dice. That's
Right
going to go
Salvo
spend it for
that
3
focus.
hits. It's on the green. And,
Oh, no,
ooh,
3
right away,
blanks.
he's
Does
going to
he
have to
spend
go
that
ahead and
evade?
spend that evade.
He has to, or else I think he loses a Phantom this round. Change 1, Phantom green, takes 2 shields.
Wedge being affected from downtown.
Very effective.
Here are the B-Wings.
Grab that range 2 roller, fire same target, range 2 through the rock.
3 dice.
Big
and this
hit,
is
focus for 2 hits and a crit.
Braylon, so yeah, just going to spend that focus. Has
There's
a focus
that
available.
Focus, gotta spend it.
All right, here we go. 3 dice coming in from 10 nub. 3 hits.
Oh my lord,
Natties.
John's dice on fire. And if only he had that focus, that Imdar test pilot's gonna go down before it fires.
So 4 is done.
What a blow for Nathan.
Because it's initiative 4 at which that happened, the Emdar's not going to get an opportunity to shoot.
That's a big blow to Nathan. He really wanted that extra way to fire back against one of those B-Wings.
Yep, here we go. Pink going into Cassian. 1 hit, has a focus. Going to go ahead and spend that for 2. Has an option to spend the focus, probably just holds it.
Take it, take 2.
Yep.
John Hennon here, this is what we were talking about, that advantage. He's sensing that advantage, and he's going to press it forward, putting as much damage in round 1 as he possibly can. 2 hits coming in from Imdar, yellow against 2 evades, no damage into Cassian from that second shot.
All right, Cassian will be firing first. We got Cassian into pink. And that's going to be hit, crit. That's how you do it. And 2 evades.
2 evades.
Has an evade available.
I think he's going to keep that one in the can. Pink will take 1 shield off. With me and Adam. And we go back to dials.
Appropriate.
Indeed, for what I believe is the 4th round of combat here. John pulling out an advantage round 1 by smoking one of those Phantoms before it can fire, without Vader able to bring his firepower to bear either.
Yeah, you know, I think if Vader was in the fight, even Nathan probably still loses the Phantom, but Vader might have a better position to be aggressive and make John worry about him. Because right now, Vader is maybe even still a turn out from being a true threat. And if John can get rid of the pink Phantom in the next turn, that might give him some advantage there.
Absolutely. Do we see perhaps a 3-turn from Vader cutting in here? Or is John going to try to press that back and turn into Vader himself?
I mean, I personally wouldn't go for Vader this turn. I don't think it's... I think it's a little bit risky. B-Wings are in kind of a weird spot, though, aren't they?
I mean, they'll get that stress.
Right, yeah, they're going to be stressed, but they don't want to be double stressed, right? So you're probably you're going to want to do a blue maneuver. Cassian's going to remove one of them. So one of them can do a red.
Right.
Wedge is going to shoot 1 forward.
Almost certainly. Or a bank. It's possible. I could definitely see maybe Braylon here doing that 1 turn after being stress cleared from Cassian. And then Wedge also turning into Vader here, because that debris is sort of in an unfortunate position. But if he really does want to press the attack against those Phantoms, he has the opportunity to do so.
And I think the first question we need to ask ourselves is, where are these Phantoms going to decloak?
Absolutely.
Right? Because they have the option of coming up and getting in John's face, though they're going to have to deal with that debris. They have the option. Oh, just broke. Sorry, give me a second. I was trying to do a thing. Going to the right, they have the option to do the hard one and hook back in, assuming they go as far back as possible. Though, I mean, that will give them the opportunity to shoot the B-Wings if the B-Wings fly through the debris or they come to the left, which I think might be the move, and you one bank.
Right. Now, Nathan here does have initiative, so it is possible he could even be very aggressive going left here and banking in hard to try to block Cassian, maybe gum up some of these B-Wings if they decide for a little bit more aggressive maneuver. That does put him at risk, but it is the aggressive maneuver, and sometimes when you get put on the back foot, you need to take some left field and aggressive maneuvers.
Right. A couple people asking in the chat, will these be available to view later? They are the games are divided one by one and uploaded individually to YouTube. You can watch them that way, though they're not available immediately after. So if you want the latest,
that takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, that takes some time to do. So if you want the latest and greatest, you are watching it live here. Anybody else has got to wait a little bit. And you can get those games by subbing to the YouTube channel of Gold Squadron Podcast. It's a free way to show your support and get notified when new content for X-Wing gets put up on YouTube.
Speaking of subs, Dion, we got some bars down on the bottom of that screen. Why don't you explain what those are?
So on the bottom of the screen, we have both a sub and a donation goal. We're trying to reach a couple goals here to, of course, cover costs for each of our events, as well as just being able to, just continue to grow Gold Squadron Podcast. Lots of different options. Sorry about that. The camera did freeze there. Looks like I'm going to have to replace the capture card. Yeah. Speaking of issues, he did
donate and sub so that Dion can get a new capture card.
I need a new capture card because this is getting a little frustrating on this one.
Those Phantoms are, in fact, decloaking to the left, just that same maneuver that you were calling out right there. That is, in fact, the maneuver 2 straight from Phantom Pink.
All right, he's coming forward. I like the move, too. Again, being aggressive, maybe getting a couple blocks.
Uh-huh. Noticing that some of those system open templates have a little bit of give in them.
I don't know what you're talking about. Advantage templates.
That's why you should get some exacting and precise templates from Paw Creatives, the sponsor for this stream. Use coupon code Denver19 for 20% off.
All of our sponsors, Denver19.
Take that focus. We have a looked like he did actually pop Leia, which we missed on that camera
pop.
issue there. A 0 stop from Cassian.
That's strong.
Leia, very strong. Rolling for the debris damage first.
This is for the B-Wings.
Mm-hmm. That's one straight. I mean, John looks like he called this perfectly.
Yep. Yeah, he's one straight. He's like, stress. Actually, I don't mind.
Absolutely not. And what he likes even more is getting range 1 shots on each of those Phantoms.
There's space in there.
Yep.
So no bump there. He's going to be able to get a range 1 shot into pink. Here comes Braylon.
No damage from the asteroid. Excuse me, the debris.
Now, Braylon, not sure if he's going to have arc there. It's going to be close.
I think he's clipping that back. But of course, if there is any decision to be made right there, we've got Judge Ian Hemp, D. Yoon, John Conley,
the whole judge staff,
everybody standing by,
which have been doing a wonderful job this weekend. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for their hard work.
Vader banking in 3. I'm not sure if he's going to use afterburners right here. I think he wants to maintain just a little bit of distance.
Yeah.
Hedge his bets against an aggressive wedge play. Just target lock Braylon and put whatever damage in he can. He's going to lock.
All right, he's got the range there to Braylon. All right, force to focus. That's a good trade. Vader almost always wants to do a second action for a focus because one force does not do as much modification as a single focus.
Wedge just doing one straight right here.
And we called it pretty early. I mean, it keeps you the most options. You have barrels if you need it.
Right.
And it's going to have whichever B-wing he wants.
The one thing that does concern me about here is that Wedge here doesn't have a great out to go attack Vader next turn. Vader's going to have, I think, just a turn or two in this area to be a little bit more free with his maneuvers.
All right. Vader's up.
Vader's up. Vader there measuring range. Take that range 3 shot onto Braylon Strom. 3 dice roll in the box, 2 hits or hit crit. One of those will turn to a crit with crit with ATC. This is where I would spend that target lock there to try to get as many damage in as possible. Go ahead and blow that. 2 hits and a crit. Be sure to change that crit. So now he technically cannot do that, but if we assume that he did. 2 evades from Braylon. Only 1 damage going through.
All right, Wedge should be coming up. Checking range there. Range 2 from Wedge into Pink. 2 hits, hit and crit. Nothing there, has tokens available. We'll see what he chooses to do. Only had 1 die because of Wedge's ability. He's going to go ahead and take 1.
Which token did he spend? Oh, he's taking the crit.
He's taking them both.
What crit do we have?
Not sure what the crit is.
It looks like a loose stabilizer. Damaged power regulator, maybe? That looks like 10 numb firing, range 1 Phantom Pink, hit and a crit. Gotta spend the evade to survive. Number Pink taking 1 more critical hit. Stunned Pilot is the 2nd critical hit there.
So we'll probably get an arc check here.
Bob D. Are you in the room? Bob D.
So it's disabled power regulator, I think might be the other one.
Yes.
So we're going to look at the first Phantom here.
It looks like they did decide that Braylon was out of arc.
All right, going to check that arc from orange into pink. That looks in. I think he's going to go into Cassian. Trying to get rid of that tool, the Leia. That seems pretty good. I think you go ahead and spend that focus for 4 hits, waiting for the defense. He's got a focus available. Takes 2.
1 hold down on Cassian.
That's half points.
Gets Nathan on the board.
And here,
Pink, same target. Hit to focus. He's going to spend that focus. He's got to be aggressive. For 3 more. I think we have a frozen camera.
it's a pretty epic stance, though.
Yes, it is.
All right, guys. So we need help getting a new capture card.
Scott Hohen reached those sub goals.
That's the nature of equipment. I mean, how many games have I used that capture card for?
Oh yeah,
it's probably getting a little tired. All right, here we go. 2 hits from Cassian. Only 1 evade. That's going to be it. And pink is off the table.
Phantom Orange is going to recloak. An unfortunate turn of events for Nathan. You losing another Phantom. John had called that 2 decloak and 2 straight pretty much perfectly right there. Fantastic maneuvering from John Hennon has put him solidly ahead in this game right now. 86 points to 25, although Vader is poised to come in from the flank and do some serious damage over the next couple turns.
We're going to go get that Vader lock off of there.
Fantastic, good call.
Spent. We'll be right back. Or I'll be right back.
Yes. Thank you to all 670 of you who have joined us today for the day 2 of the Denver System Open. 160 players yesterday at capacity, pared down to the top 16, a 10th of the field play today, as we've also just gotten started in the hyperspace qualifiers. So everybody who was knocked out of yesterday has the chance to play one more time. 6-0 will get a 9th Worlds invite for today. Got that Vader lock cleared? As we're back to dials with just under 45 minutes left in the round. Welcome back, Dion. You are doing the Lord's work right there, maintaining the game state. Not exactly sure what we're going for right there.
It looks like it was cocked in the corner of the corner of the box.
Ah.
It's very hard to cock a die in the box, and he managed
And
it.
it does happen.
I mean, if it's not flat, it's not flat. Again, it very rarely happens. You'll see it once in a while.
So setting down dials here, what can Nathan do at this point to start pulling some points back, get himself in a superior position as we move through the mid-game?
A couple people asking, so at the System Opens here, I work really closely with the marshals and stuff like that, and Cascade, and that's why usually at these events you'll see me more active, being able to correct things at the game state, because our priority here and talking to Cascade is they want to make sure everything's as clean as possible, do the best you can, Dion, make sure everything is, maintain that board state.
We have an advantageous position where we can
Right.
see things like that. If there's anything more serious than a missed token spend, something like that,
Right.
that'll be brought directly to the attention of a judge.
Yeah, exactly. If there's a decision making to be made, that's not my call.
So Leia was popped last turn. We have 1 charge recharged on her. This would have been an excellent turn to save it for, though. Get some K turns going with those B-Wings to catch Phantom and Vader, put them in a very, very strong position.
So, I mean, I think the obvious move for a Phantom in this spot is decloaking to the left and hard one-ing, right?
I don't think he
But
can
I don't,
take the
I don't
obvious
think I don't
move
think
right
he
now.
exactly. I don't think that's what he should do, because John has too many options.
Right.
Like Wedge literally just like one banks in that direction.
Yep.
And
Cassie can always zero stop again.
and flip, yeah, because he's not stressed. He stopped last turn. It was white.
And since Nathan is first player, he can see where that Phantom is. He can rotate in any direction. And to be honest, I think that's the play right here, at least with Cassian. Nathan doesn't really have the luxury of doing the obvious maneuvers right now. He has to claw back some positioning. He has to do something perhaps a little bit more unexpected in order to put himself back out ahead in this game.
Well, oh wait, there's no name. Why is there no name?
Why is there no name?
Oh no! So somebody donated and said for the capture card.
Thank you, whoever you are.
You know what, Asa? In this break, I'm literally gonna sit here and order it.
Yeah.
Okay, like right here. Like we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it live.
Can we get same-day Amazon? We can probably get same-day Amazon delivery for a capture card.
Probably, but I mean, at my house tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so we have the Atlanta cost covered, but you know what? I think we're going to use it for capture card with the issues that this one's given us.
There's no point in covering Atlanta if your camera keeps freezing up.
Yeah. It was ISOFan. ISOFan. He's like, I messed up the name section. No problem.
The ISOFan stream.
The ISOFan Squadron podcast.
The Phantom there was decloaking to the left, did a bank maneuver in. Cassian Andor following suit, turning right around with that too hard turn.
I like this move. Cassian basically just did an arc dodge.
Right. Absolutely. And look at this. In the next couple turns here, once Leia pops back up, his arc is going to be facing somewhere right back into the center of the board, right where Vader is poised to come in. So
we got a barrel roll here from Wedge trying to get into range 3 from the Phantom, but Vader...
Coordinated from Cassian there.
Coordinated from Cassian, which means he's probably going to be turning into Vader.
That's actually a very good point right there. I'm definitely forecasting a 2-turn. And there's a left-hand turn. Now he's moving hard into Vader. 2-turn from Braylon, likely focused barrel roll.
No.
Not quite.
Oh, nice. Very
Beautifully
nice. Very
flown.
nice. ISOFan says, Gold Squadron Podcast, you need anything? I got you covered. Well, we're getting new
You got both of us covered.
Thank you so much. Love you, man.
So he is actually putting a target lock down.
There you go.
No barrel roll off that target lock.
I don't think they can. It's just a focus.
Right. So like that's the interesting choice right there. He is electing not to barrel roll from behind that rock. He is not going to get his stress this round. Perhaps maybe assuming that Vader's going to be somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised him staying behind the rock for sure. Mostly because he could have, because that is Braylon. Braylon already gets rerolls when he's stressed. So you get the red barrel roll. You know what? I think he's not barrel rolling because Wedge. Wedge is going to be coming in. That's the reason
You're probably
why.
right about that. There's a 3 bank from Vader.
All right, Vader coming
in
in.
a tough position.
Is this a? I know you would like to save those afterburners, but do you afterburners just to avoid?
I think that you do
avoid
right
the
now,
shot from Wedge.
because if you're able to boost into a position where you block him, then that's a very, very strong play.
And here's the thing about Vader: like, if you can get Wedge off the board in this game, Vader can
clean
solo
up.
a squad. He's very good.
He can clean up. You got to play very well with him, and as we mentioned earlier in this round, the B-Wings are very good at out-turning Vader and keeping their arcs really wide. But you still have the pilot skill advantage. You still have that absolute hammer of a main gun. Going to go ahead and target lock, force for a focus. I think Wedge is going to slot that two-turn right in there and
front of
blow
his
him
face.
to high heaven.
We just heard Nathan say, "Oh no, I did it wrong." But playing in good spirits, these players are having a good time.
There it is.
Yeah,
That's going to fit just in there. Wedge is licking his lips.
dropping down the focus here. Vader's got to use he's got to use the force to try to avoid some of these shots here.
Another excellent call from John. He is reading Nathan's maneuvers right here. Vader taking a range 1 shot into 10 numb. Has the target lock, has the focus. Going to roll into the dice box. 2 hits, 2 blanks. One of those will change to a crit with advanced targeting computer. He's got 2 blanks to spend that target lock on. No Fs yet. Nobody's died. Hit and 2 crits. Going to go ahead and spend the stress for an evade. Excellent use of 10 numb's ability right there.
2 shields down. All right, here's the next shot. Wedge going range 1 into Vader. 4 dice and all the hope of the rebellion. Spending the focus.
Big hit.
You spend that every day.
That's exactly what I said in the truck up here. Yes, there's going to be a
Vader's going to be
rough.
taking 3 no matter what. There's 2 shields and half points on Vader.
John's dice have been really good to him, really giving him the advantage in the good positions that he's already put himself in.
It seems Braylon is just out of arc. Here's 10 nub.
Spend that focus. So much pain. Taking
Vader
one
takes
more.
1.
We got a question. What round of the cut is this? This is round 1 of the top 16. We are right there, top 16. Artistry, gonna shoot 10 numb with Phantom Orange.
Here we go. Spending the focus on the Phantom. 2 hits, 2 evades.
Evasive B-Wing. $699 people watching. Let's get that 700.
We just got it.
one more.
We just hit it. 7.
Look at that, 700 people watching. This isn't even the finals yet. Can we break 1,000 today?
Ooh.
Do you have a 1,000 viewers giveaway?
Oh, 1,000
We
viewers.
should find a 1,000 viewers giveaway.
I could find something.
Might be able to talk Ken into.
You know what? I mean, I did have my I had my art. Asa, you put me on the spot here, man. That's not fair. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for that.
I'm not requiring that you do anything.
See, but you bring it up, and the chat's like, "No, yeah, you
chat
should
just
do
jumps
that."
right on that.
Yeah. Now, we'll tell you guys, some people are like, "Oh, those dice, those are all the stream dice." Okay.
Absolutely, they're using the same dice pool.
The same dice pool.
And to be frank, I think even with average dice, John would still be ahead in this game. He has put himself in some really excellent positions, called a couple really key maneuvers from Nathan, and put himself in the position to really start to run away with this. And we do see, indeed, 102 points to 25. John is high up in the lead here with only 30 minutes left to go.
Oh, wait, Ernest.
Can't just flash that card at us.
Oh, that's cool.
So apparently it's an $80 card. I said, Steve, I want one for a bookmark. So do you know what the Destiny players would say if they knew this was a bookmark?
Alrighty. Having some fellowship with some of our friends here walking by. Now, if you have ever been to a System Open, a major event, you might see somebody there casting. It's not like if we're entrenched in a round and you see us like staring at the screen, you're probably not the best time to chit chat. But if you see us laid back a little bit, it's okay to come by and say hi. And it definitely in between rounds, come by, say hi.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Unless we're under a table fixing wires, probably not the best time.
Or running around fixing internet. Phantom Orange attempting there to decloak left, does not get that decloak.
Here we go. So he is going to stay cloaked.
He did attempt to decloak left, but missed that.
Oh, it failed. All right.
It failed on the edge of the board, so this one turn will bump. I don't think that Phantom's in a lot of danger this turn. However, he just needs to put damage on it. A Phantom that's cloaked can't put any damage in.
Yeah, I think, you know, when Nathan goes back and watches this game, not using afterburners there is really, I mean, he would have,
he had a great opportunity
he'd be
to
above
roll
half
right
points.
too.
He'd be above half points. Yeah, exactly. And he might have been able to get out of both arcs.
Nathan commenting he's got Leia next turn. In fact, we do see one more charge left to recharge Leia. Now I'm interested to see where these B-Wings are going, because they are a little bit trapped, but they don't have to be, you know, they don't have to be too impressive this round. Braylon,
One heart.
I think that's a one Talon roll, yes.
There you go. It's fine. This is fine. He's got plenty of health. He's got a roll for the rock.
Takes a crit,
but has shields. No harm, no foul. Well, some harm,
no foul. 10 Nuv following suit there, a one Talon roll to the left, using the lined side of those System Open templates.
Those are pretty.
Every top 18 player today getting those System Open templates, and those Red Squadron templates, I am pretty darn jealous of those.
They're pretty. I was able to acquire a set with the iron price. Got some up in Canada. Got in top 16. The one System Open I was able to play in.
Yeah. What, did somebody else steal the stream?
No, we got VTTV up there in Canada. Listen, if they get
Styles out here in Denver, and yet
well, that's another story. You're not telling the whole story.
No, I'm not.
Just
giving you flack. I mean, he has to. He's got to disengage. If he has with one hull left, if he has any chance to claw himself back into this, he has to disengage.
Lou the Lunatic, thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate it.
I love your chat. Your chat's so nice.
They have to be.
Or they're banned.
Or they're banned. I'll love it. We try to keep it as chill as possible, try to be as respectful as possible. And it's something that that I really have prided myself on, being able to build a really great community. Yeah. So
He's done a good job.
I love it.
Vader now using afterburners to get a little bit more space.
Maybe, so that gets him probably out of range if Wedge does a K-turn.
Yep. Vader's could go ahead and focus for his normal action.
A couple people asking about some of the other games. We don't have anybody as a runner today to find out how people are doing. I'm also curious to know how both Andrew, Curled Paw Creatives, and Ken of District Foundry are doing.
There's a rumor that Andrew Knuckles did very, very well. I heard somebody come by and whisper in my ear. I don't know how substantiated that is. We have a range 3 shot from 10 Num into the last Phantom. Is that obstructed? Corner to corner, it's a clear obstruction.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be rolling a lot of green dice there.
6 dice. No mods, though. One coin. You can do it, Nathan. You can do it.
Please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go. All right.
Now, next time he rolls 6 dice and there are any more hits, they're all going to blank out, and we all know that.
Hit, crit.
Hit and a crit. Oh. We did have a frozen camera, so we're going to get that right back up.
Hull
Crit onto
breach.
that Phantom is hull breach. Braylon Strom with a clutch range 3 hit.
I'm buying another. I'm doing it literally at this break. It's happening right
Buying
now.
that other capture card. Could run to Best Buy.
It's so frustrating.
And dials are coming down.
Dials are down.
I mean, what we're really seeing here is just expert flying from John Hennon.
Lou the Lunatic saying, my wife said she'll buy my new Curled Paw stuff and maybe District Foundry tray for Father's Day, even though I won't be a dad till September. Not complaining.
Congratulations, Lou.
In my opinion, you're already a papa, man.
Uh-huh.
You already love that baby.
And get that curled paw stuff before you have a kid taking all your X-Wing time.
Yep, the time is nigh. People asking, how much money do you actually get from the bits, Dion? Well, like you buy them at a cost, and I think, well, honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Let's Google it. You know what? Can somebody help us out?
Yeah.
Google it. I'm not sure. Look it up for me. I'm not so sure how the bits work. They're fun and they're pretty. I just don't know how they work. And 1 bit, I think, equals a penny.
Bits come in, Dion gets money.
Yeah.
The exact conversion rate isn't important. I like this 2D cloak from the Phantom right here. It looks like he might be coming in to do a block as our camera decides to not show us
Oh, my God.
what we are seeing.
Triggered. I have some solutions for next round. We're actually going to take our capture card from the top view, swap it in for the table view, and take the other one, because we can reset that one before going to it.
Yes.
It's very easy to do. Yeah, that's the plan. Just can't do it mid-game. All right, 2 bank here from the Phantom.
I feel like this is a blocking play against one of those B-Wings to limit its effectiveness.
Mm-hmm.
We did see a Leia trigger. Question about those oversized tokens on the stream from the chat.
We have Gold Squadron has an entire set of them. They're made by Paw Creatives, and we provide them for the players to use while playing on stream.
And if you want tokens that look just like that, you can go to curledpawcreatives.com and enter code Denver19 to get 20% off of your entire order. They are the sponsor for today's round. Thank you very much to Curled Paw Creatives.
Want to remind you guys to hit that Twitch Prime button. If you have Amazon Prime, you can connect your Amazon to Twitch and click the button. It's literally free money. You're giving away Amazon's money. They have enough of it.
They have so much money.
They have so billions.
Give some to Dion.
All right. It gives $2 and change every time you hit it. You have to hit it every 30 days. There's no auto refresh on it, but here we go. We got Leia popped. And Cassian is going to go ahead and do a little flip.
Using that corner marker, flipping 90 degrees to pilot left. Mad Kim was saying if you can't find someone to play X-Wing with, make someone to play X-Wing with. It's the long game.
I'm so excited for my daughter to be old enough to actually play the game. We have some larger micro machine ships, and she has a set of templates, and she kind of throws them in front of the ships and moves them. It's
I've
fun.
seen pictures of lawn-sized X-Wing people made out of wood. That would be perfect. A block from the 2 straight there. Great positioning from the Phantom, but a 1 hard here coming in from Tennum. Is that going to be a block as well?
Yep.
Great positioning from Nathan, calling those B-wings coming right in.
So it looks like Nathan is deciding to disengage with that orange Phantom and maybe play the long game, regroup with Vader, and try to pick somebody off. You got to try to get Cassian off the board because Leia is such a pain for Nathan. You know, he just having something off the board is just going to help.
And it's so annoying to have him running around with 1 hull left. That's always quite frustrating. Judge here helping them out, making sure that they get the positioning correct. Putting a train track down.
Ugh. Froze again.
There we go. We'll have it back.
I'm just going to keep this button up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep the button up.
Just getting that judge in to make sure that the angle on the ship bump is as perfect as possibly can be.
How many hands does it take
to bump 1 ship? You know, I am, for the most part, I'm not a player that, if this was my ship, I'd be like, my opponent, hey, you can just eyeball that.
Yeah.
But this is the top tables. This is top 16. If you want to be precise, that is your Alex Davey given right.
Correct. Absolutely. We put lines on those templates for a reason.
Exactly. Vader doing a 3 bank. Oh, excuse me.
No, 4K, baby. He wants to get back in. Vader's got to be the Dark Lord of the Sith here. Come on.
Right.
Let's go.
He's got enough range that he has effectively disengaged. Assuming Wedge doesn't follow him super aggressively, he has some time. Wedge leaving his S-foils open with a 2 straight.
Just set up for next turn. Nice 3 bank. Go ahead and joust Vader.
Wedge will win that joust for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even if Vader does all damage, he needs to get 1.
Yeah,
he's got to get 1.
Wedge out of arc. Or it looks like they're actually going to mark Tennum to triple check that arc. Looks pretty
That's
conclusively out
Yep.
of arc.
No B-Wings have shots because they're both giving besitos
Indeed.
to that Phantom.
The only shot will be range. Looks like range 2.
Range 2 from Cassian to Orange. Here we go.
Hit, focus, blank, exactly average. Spend that focus for 2 hits. Cloaked Phantom, 2 evades.
Natties, baby. Enough, natties. Please. All right, we are at the end phase. And John is ready to go.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
Those dials are
he's,
down.
yeah.
He wants the killing blow.
He does. I think he's just putting them down out on the table, and then he goes and sets them.
Oh, okay.
He
I wasn't
sets
sure. I
them
was
as we
like,
go.
whoa, aggressive.
With 18 minutes left in the round, 50-ish seconds, we go back to dials. John Hennon here in this game, 144 points to 25 here at the top 16 of the Denver System Open. Thanks again, Dion, for letting me come out. I'm having a great time. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not. I'm having the
No
worst time.
fun at all.
The
I'm
worst
sorry
time.
to suck all the fun out of your 2 days.
No, man, it's been great, man. Thank you so much for joining me. I think the people like this duo. What do you guys think?
I hope so.
You know, I've always been tempted to make like a voting, like who has been Dion's best co-host.
I feel like that might hurt some feelings.
I know. That's what, but for the memes, like I think like there
Yeah.
might be some good substance there.
I mean, but you got to put, if you do that, you got to put the option for Dion by himself.
self-commenting.
Dion his own co-host. And you know our community, they're just all going to vote Soontir Fell instead. we were playing Jackbox Friday night with some of the militant casual guys, and Minox. Every other answer was just Soontir Fell. And
Of course.
properly timed, it was perfect.
Yes, Soontir. Multiple personality, Dion. Listen,
Just talking to himself.
I may or may not have mental illness in my family. We're not going to talk about it.
Oof.
Yeah, actually, I do. That's actually something we're going to be talking about here in a couple months. So a couple causes we're going to be supporting, trying some stuff out there, which actually does deal with mental health, but that's not for today. Not ready for
So
it.
one of the things that was just actually pointed out in chat that I wanted to ask you about, we don't see
Yeah.
any Sloan list today. Even though this
Yeah.
is extended, I don't think that there was a single Sloan list, whether a small variant like the Kagi Vermeil Whisper variants
Yeah,
that we see sometimes.
not anything that we've obviously seen.
No.
I'm sure if we go through every single list, maybe
There's
there
one copy
maybe
of Sloan, one or two.
Yeah.
Nothing cracking the top.
Mm-hmm.
Phantom Orange decloaking down towards the bottom of the board to pilot right. Holding the B-Wings down. Locking arms. Both players getting up close and personal.
It is a beautiful dance.
Absolutely.
Beautiful dance of limbs.
Two hard turn likely, or two decloak likely to see another one hard turn here. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, though, man, those B-Wings just go one forward. At least 10.
Yeah, one forward 2K.
Yeah.
There it is, that one hard turn. With this positioning, though, is he in a position to block anything with a barrel roll? He is deciding there. It looks like perhaps the barrel roll could possibly block that one straight from 10 that we were talking about. Will do nothing versus a 2K
No.
from Braylon, but it would give him slightly better positioning, and slightly better is always the right choice.
You will notice that John did make one perfect choice in his list building, which I highly approve of.
What are we seeing there, Dion?
He left the jamming beams at home.
Absolutely. Take all of that time that you gain by not taking your jamming beam card out, not having to set that up. When you've got a tournament like today that is moving quickly, that everybody wants to get their games done, those extra couple seconds, as we saw last round, could mean victory.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk more about jamming beam later, but it really is there's very few situations where you actually want to use it. And if you think like, oh, I'm gonna fire this Phantom, get rid of some tokens. If you had enough hits to get through, you're gonna be stripping tokens anyways.
Exactly.
Just do the regular attack.
The math that I did, I flew a lot of like 2B, 2X, and Zeb Aurelios with jamming beams on them versus Upsilons were very, very popular in the Denver meta for a little bit. If I had all 5 guns on target, better math was to strip the reinforce with the first jamming beam. Otherwise, that's the only instance where stripping that reinforce with the jamming beam. We do have a
little bump action.
Little tiny bump.
Those little corners, the medium base, right?
Right.
Little weird. Sometimes hard to judge. But honestly, not a huge deal. Braylon has plenty of health.
Doing a 2-turn to the right there.
2-turn this way, so that's going to go center to center. And he's looking at that debris cloud. No big deal. He's fine.
Likely a focus barrel roll, right?
Yeah.
Putting that beautifully painted B-Wing. That's what's catapulting John Hennon to victory right here, is those paint jobs, obviously.
So there is the focus. There is the roll. We're going to the left, getting ready to go ahead and approach Vader.
Absolutely. I think that's a great choice. Vader could be banking down like 3 there instead of coming straight forward. So he's hedging his bets a little, knowing that Vader only has 1 damage left. Yeah. That's all he needs to take.
Now, Vader does have 3 dice and the Force available, so sometimes it can be kind of a pain to get that 1 damage through. But if you get multiple arcs on there, it's going to give you the best chance.
2 straight from Vader. Two straight from Vader. Let's see if he's going to try his lock. He has full force, so there's no reason not to.
Yep. Waiting for Vader's actions. Reaching for a lock.
Reaching for the lock. Going to grab it, looks like on Braylon.
There it is.
Forcing for focus.
He's debating his using Vader's ability to get an additional action. He's got a focus. He's got a lock. He's maybe looking at a roll right now.
You know
behind the rock.
Right. You know what I would have actually liked to see there? Now just kind of thinking of this from a outsider's perspective, something like a 5 straight and afterburn down in. Try to get that last shot on Cassian. Although in this case, with a slow maneuver from Wedge, John looks like he was expecting that to perhaps be a possibility.
Yep.
That would have gotten him nowhere. What are we talking about now? Potions and higher intelligence? Has this chat devolved into D&D?
Let them have their fun.
Darth Vader firing into Braylon Strom from downfield at range 3.
Unobstructed.
Oh no, looks like your chat wants a D&D stream now.
You have about 11 minutes left. Hyperspace X-Wing, you have about 42 minutes left.
So, here we go. Vader, 3 dice, has a lock available.
Gotta spend that lock. Well, blank to a blank.
Does he spend the focus? No, that is not. It does not become a crit. No lock out there. There you go. He remembers.
2 evades.
2 evades. Not worried about it.
John's dice supporting him when necessary. Wedge taking the range 3 shot now.
Trying to put the nail in the coffin. Here it is. The moment of truth.
Two of eight.
Vader's got it.
Braylon still got the opportunity to put the kill shot in. Take it right now.
Looking for netties.
He's got
Use
force.
the force, baby.
Proving exactly what you said, Dion. Vader, even with one hull, he can be kind of a pain to take out.
If you're rolling pain on Vader, it's a hard day.
10 now firing range 1 onto that Phantom. Spending the target lock.
Yep. There we go. That's D. Yeah, there it is.
Denum. Debating where the actual target locks were. Now, without ID tokens down on the ships themselves, it's a little bit difficult. So 10s is actually C.
Okay. 3 hits and a crit.
Brutal shot.
Phantom is going to be off the table, right?
Yeah, even with 2 evades. And with hull breach, everything is face up. And that's it for the IMDAR test pilots. All 3 of them down.
The tests have been taken.
Somebody failed their exams.
All right, Vader. 1 whole Vader and a dream, followed by some giveaways.
Followed by some giveaways. Speaking of things that we have on offer, look at that beautiful token up there in the dice spot. Well, now that they've just taken out, that is provided to us by Paw Creative, the sponsor for this round. Dion, we've got a discount code for that, don't we?
Yes, use coupon code Denver19 for 20% off of a $15 or more order. You get yourself your templates, your tokens. They do custom work as well. Whatever you need, hit up pawcreatives.com. And we have received news that Ken Cho did lose. Unfortunately, District Foundry has fallen.
So as consolation to Ken, go ahead, go to his store, use discount code Denver19 so that he can drown his sorrows in some new stuff.
so that he can tier while looking at the 3D printers building your orders. That's really what it is.
So you can have tears of sadness, but then cry tears of joy.
As he ships them out to you, yes.
A 1 hull Vader now facing down what seems to be the entirety of the rebellion. If I was Vader
we brought it in. Here comes the hammerhead.
If I was Vader here, I would just be looking for a kill on Cassian to go out on here, streaking in with something like a 4 or a 5 straight, try to bypass Wedge down this little tiny lane that he's got right there, lock into Cassian, try to put the kill in while I still am alive.
That's right. Vader's got to... He has a lot of weight to pull, and the first way to kind of get it started, if you want a chance, is get things off the table.
With only 6 minutes left, I honestly don't believe that Nathan can pull out a win here, but he can at least pull out a high-grade, spectacular second place.
That's right.
Cassian removing the stress from Braylon Strom during the start of the activation phase, 2 straight, and then he's actually going to use the coordinate ability on Wedge. Like that a lot, taking a target lock. Likely to see a K-turn here, anticipating a fast maneuver.
Yep. Three straight here from Braylon.
Focus barrel roll. Oh, maybe he's thinking of a slow maneuver. Focus barrel roll to block. Wedge does a 1 forward.
I like it.
Either option is a good one for John here. As we've been seeing for the rest of this game, he has been absolutely in command of the positioning.
Good night, Quino.
Good night to Australia. Now, Dion, you're going out there at some point, right?
Yeah, this summer. This summer, I will be in Australia. Looking forward to it, streaming the first ever premier event held in Australia. I had to be there for that. The Australian System Open. Myself and a couple of other streamers will be there. Should be a good time.
We've been giving away Australian Onyx Squadron alt-arts all day yesterday, all day today. We've got some more coming up for you for giveaways after this round, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Past 720 viewers just now. Stick around for those giveaways. There's the 3 bank from Vader, evading that block.
And if Wedge
Or
went one,
did he? Yeah, I think
he's
that's
got
clear.
it. He's got it. And with a roll, he probably gets out of a Wedge one
Can he
forward.
clear that roll? I'm not sure if he can clear that roll.
I was going,
That's
I was going
super
to the right
close.
as far forward as possible.
Oh, I was thinking going to the left so he can just try to get a shot onto
that would be good too, if it fit.
Focusing, spend the force, taking the lock. He's going to take that onto. Yep, there we go. Measuring to Cassian, get that kill.
He's just going to hang out there. He wants to, we heard him over like, you know what, I just want to get a shit before I die.
Wedge Antilles there. Not sure. That looks like a red maneuver. It seems like he's taking the 4K. We got some chat asking Vader to have barrel rolled and boosted.
Cannot.
Vader roll cannot barrel roll and then boost. Afterburners has to be the first action taken that round. Wedge with a beautiful 4K coming right in behind Vader. Although, is that in arc? I think so, but it's close.
Some people from Hanover, Germany saying hello from after their system open.
That sounded like a pretty spectacular series.
Yeah, that's another country I'd like to get out to eventually. Next year, I'm already
Germans, hit them up.
I'm planning on hitting up the UK for sure. That's for sure, and I like to make it a two-stop trip if I can. Here we go, Vader. This is ATC turning into a crit.
Range 3 through the rock.
Oh no! Come on, come on.
And 2 evades.
2 evades.
No. Vader unable to put the kill through. Here comes Wedge with a range 1 shot. I don't think there's a lot that Vader can do against this. There's 2 hits. Focus blank. Gonna go ahead and spend that target lock for hit, and a crit.
All right. Vader only has 2 dice. That's game.
That's it.
Well,
with 2 minutes left in the round, congratulations to John Hennon.
Congratulations. He's moving in to the top 8 and officially has a Worlds invite.
Absolutely. That is fantastic news. We'll be seeing John at Worlds later this year. Thank you to everybody for tuning in for round 6. Thank you to Dion for having me, and a well-fought game from Nathan there.
Now, before we jump into our giveaways, I want to give a shout-out to our other round sponsor, Modest Orange Gaming. We're going to be giving away their box here in a minute. So this is his, let me get it, make sure I'm in frame here. The conversion kit holder. I'm not sure the exact name of it he has on his shop, but you can find it at etsy.com/orange. Modest Orange Gaming, excuse me. It's probably easier just to Google. But here we go. Holds everything you need for an entire conversion kit. You got a removable tray. So once you have this all filled up, you actually just lift it out of there. Enough space for your dials, your cards, everything that makes you feel good.
And when you say holds everything in conversion kit, you mean everything in the conversion kit. All the cards, all the dials, all that cardboard that you get in a conversion kit. And it will hold the Rebel and First Order conversion kits as well, because it's built to size for the Scum, Empire, and Rebellion.
Yep. So it is magnetized close. Has stackable. Pretty awesome solution if you need something to hold your conversion kits in a small, compact spot. Now, moving into our giveaways.
Absolutely.
Looking at other awesome things that are made. Thank you so much to District Foundry for supporting our giveaway section.
I was gonna say, if you stored all your conversion kits with a Modest Orange Gaming, you need something a little bit more compact to go to a tournament with. Dion, is there a solution for you?
There is. It's right here. Let's go ahead and just cover his face.
Okay. Keep the stickers visible, though. That's the important part.
So this tray system is extremely compact. Honestly, fits really nicely here at the system opens where you only got those couple of inches in front of you. Splits off. You get whatever cover you want on here. Literally, if you got a line drawn of your face, Ken can put it on there. All right? So
Ken's
hook
giving
it
us
up.
a head nod. Yes, he can. He can do a line drawing of your face.
So now, you can't get Gold Squadron Podcast on it unless you win one of these, okay? So we're going to be giving this away during the final. That's later today. And so let's show off some of this. You got the your different maneuver template trays right there, all in a compact thing, all magnetized. You can stack them in different orders, whatever you need. This is for your stands, your bases there. And if you look at the different heights in there, look at the beautiful design in here. It actually allows you to hold all the sizes of bases, really creatively made. You got your tray for all your goodies in there. And he actually has just come out with a bigger version of this bottom tray, so you actually can fit even ships in it and make it an entire travel solution, all magnetized, ready to go.
And this whole tray fits in one of those small size lunch boxes too. So if you have one of those nice like retro lunch boxes, Empire Strikes Back, which is the one that I have at home, it fits right in there. You have all the space that you need in a very convenient package.
Yeah, that's what this this little tab is for. Is when it's in the lunchbox, you can pull it out.
Take that right out. Now, as we move into giveaways, Dion, we have some instructions to follow as you're going to go ahead and get those out. Go ahead and comment in chat. Do we have that bot up just to make sure we have everybody?
Let's make sure it's up. Oh.
Giveaways, there we go. All right,
Loading,
so go ahead and be active in chat. That's all that you need to do to be a part of these giveaways. Just comment in the chat. Now, if you win, if your name is selected, all you have to do is comment !win. That's !win. Be sure to do that right away. You'll get a link to a Google Doc to go ahead and fill out in order to claim your winnings. Fill that out as soon as possible so that Dion can get your information in and get that shipped out as soon as possible.
Yep. So let's go ahead and get started here. We got some cards. We got a token, and we have the Modest Orange Gaming box.
Absolutely. Let's build up to that, shall we?
Oh yeah. We're not just gonna. Oh, here's the box. Bye.
Do we have a Finch Dallow in here?
Do we get Finch is first? Yes, we do.
Finch is first.
All right, go ahead. Hold that up.
We've
Please, like you said, Vanna White.
Vanna White this. Halfway. I'm halfway cut off. I can't be Vanna White with half a head in stream here.
All right, there we go.
Here we go.
So the winner is, let's go ahead and turn that up. Give it a second. Looks like it's taking a minute to populate. Mm-hmm. Because there's much more than just 6 of you in here. I want to make sure that this is fair and balanced.
Absolutely.
Got to make sure it's fair and balanced.
Just like the game of X-Wing. There we go. That looks a lot better to me.
That looks a lot better. The bot is just like panic collecting names.
You guys are way too fast.
They're too good. They're too good.
All right, Finch Dallow here.
Finch Dallow.
Cobalt Hammer. Let's go ahead and pick that, Dion.
3, 2, 1. The winner is Mag Wraith.
You got that. Mag_Wraith. Comment !win. Been following your channel since 2017.
Thank you so much. All right, next, let's go ahead with that.
We've got an FFG official Proton Torpedo. In case you don't have enough Proton Torpedoes or just want your opponent to love the look of what they get smashed by, this is the FFG official full art Proton Torpedo, and that's going to go to who in 3, 2, 1.
The winner is MG11, following since March 2019. Thank you so much.
Remember to comment !win and fill out that Google Doc right away. Get all of your address information there as quickly and as completely as possible for Dion to get your winnings to you. Now let's move on.
What's next?
This is Dash Rendar. This is not the Marshmallow Dash that was released a couple years ago by Fantasy Flight. No, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. While you move, you ignore obstacles. What you should not ignore is who's about to win this in 3, 2, 1.
Spud Gun Spider.
Sniper.
Sniper. Reading is hard.
That's a beautiful name. I love that.
That is. And it even has like a little customized emoji where it's a potato with some
with a
type
spud
of
gun. I love
spud
that.
gun, yeah.
Now, Dion, is this Dutch Vander your own design?
This is a Gold Squadron exclusive Dutch Vander.
No Dutch Vander on the stream today, but plenty of Y-Wings, and all Y-Wings are good. You could have Dutch Vander just by commenting in the chat. Let's get everybody eligible. Look at that.
Gold leader, 3, 2, 1. Winner is Dracona. Congratulations again. What do they got to do?
!win. Dracona there, finally, chat, commenting on the stickers. It's only been a day and a half.
That is
He deserves the win right there. Comment exclamation point win to get that link to a Google Doc. We have a lot of eligible people here and a couple more giveaways.
Yep.
So
We're going to
let's
slow
get
it down
right to
just
the
a little
next
bit, just
one.
in case
Yes.
people have delays and stuff. We're gonna take a minute here. Let's play a game of paper, scissors, rock.
Rock, paper, you mean rock, paper, scissors?
Paper, scissors, rock.
Well, the outcome of this game of
put-
rock, paper, scissors is going to determine if it's paper, scissors, rock or rock, paper, scissors.
I'm not going to put myself in a 50-50 chance for that.
Okay.
We'll play the game. We'll play this game, this hand game, and then we'll put
Okay.
it up for the poll.
Is it going to be 1, 2, 3, shoot, or just?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. That's the way it's meant to be played.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
All right, here we go.
With
What's
that devastating defeat, let's give away a Commander Morales card right here. The Streaming Enforcer.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The Hairy Demon, congratulations. Go ahead and comment exclamation point win. Again, that is the Hairy Demon. Comment exclamation point win
Now,
to claim your prize.
speaking of Australia, we got a card from Onyx Squadron.
Now, this is a very special alt art card because what's the first things you think of when you think the name Kylo Ren, Dion?
Christmas.
Absolutely. This is Santa Kylo bringing the gift of the dark side to all those near and far. Who gets it?
Yep, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I am that
There
Dave.
we go.
Not this Dave, but
He is
that Dave.
He gets Christmas Kylo.
Let's go ahead and we're going to speed up just a little bit because players should be wrapping up here. We have an S-foil token.
Yes. This is created just 2 nights ago, actually,
Yeah.
by John Conley. We have Sorry We're Closed and Come In. We're open. Remember, Dion, it flips on the side
It
that
does,
you
it
like.
does.
Flips landscape. You can use that for S-foils or for your X-Wing testing lab.
On your room. Sorry, honey.
Yeah,
Sorry.
double-sided mirrored
We're
acrylic
close.
here. We're going to give one of those away to who?
Well, let's find out. Too chivalrous for this.
Congratulations. You're too chivalrous, and you're just too lucky. You're going to get this S-Foils token. Comment exclamation point win.
All right, the next card is a premium level card. Here we go.
Previously
Frost.
only available to patrons of the Gold Squadron
Yeah,
podcast.
basically, if you want the guarantee to get this cool stuff, go to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. Otherwise, you got to roll the dice on some of it.
So let's roll those dice, Dion.
3, 2, 1.
Corvus 08, Korvus 08. You get the Frosted Poe Dameron. Go ahead and comment exclamation point win, and you will get the link to the Google Doc there. Exclamation point win. Congratulations to Corvus 08.
So I wanted to clarify, so the reason why that lock was split because one of the judges ruled that a dice in that tray was cocked. It wasn't flat. That's why I didn't do that at the time. Unless it felt like
Oh, yeah, no worries, dude. It's,
it doesn't matter,
we,
just switch locks.
yeah, it's,
So I played it.
He-
I'm like, okay, whatever.
yeah.
Sure. So,
You're good, man. Tough match, man. It happens, right?
Yep.
guys, oh well.
All right, this Nathan coming by saying what's up. All right, we're doing our giveaways.
We've got one more.
We got
We've got
one
what I
more.
would say the grand prize.
The grand
For
prize.
this giveaway, that modest orange gaming case that you've been seeing all day. He's got a flight to catch so that he can go home and make more of these for you.
That's right. So make sure you guys hit them up, take a look, and use that code Denver19. Get you $5 off of this box or their tournament solutions. They got a couple other products on there. Take a look. Modest Orange Gaming. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ristastic. Congratulations to Ristastic. You have won that. Be sure to get your shipping information in as quickly as possible so that we can get that in. Comment exclamation point win in the chat, and you'll have that sent right out to you.
Yep. Let's make sure that the winner does realize that they did win, and I guess that they won it. That might,
Exactly.
I mean,
Again,
if you don't
that is
want it, we'll just give it away to
Ristastic.
somebody else.
There he is. There we go. That's perfect.
He says, exclamation point. That means they
Win.
wanted it.
That means they wanted it. Perfect.
Yes, please.
Congratulations to you and to everybody else who won the giveaways. Now stick around because we're coming back with the top 8. Everybody will have Worlds invites from here on out, but that doesn't mean that the X-Wing is going to get any less exciting. Stick around.
Absolutely. And let me say, we do have our goal here to try to reach 250. We got some rounds
yes.
to go. I'm going to put out a stretch goal. I have 2 things in the tank.
He hasn't
here.
even told me what these are.
Okay. First, we'll keep it nice and classic. We got a Gold Squadron podcast T-shirt up
Hey.
for grabs. All right. Now I don't have one on. I have one of our pro hoodies, would you guys want stuff like this available? Like I thought about like mass producing them for people. Would you like stuff like this? Let me know. I don't know. But anyway, we got one of our cool T-shirts which has this awesome design. Can I turn around?
Crushing my.
There you go.
Oh, that's
There you
perfection.
go. So that's on the T-shirt. And is there a sticker to put on Asa?
Is there an Asa sticker to put on Asa? I already have the Welsh one.
That's true, yeah.
I've got that one right there. Well, I've got actually 2 Welsh ones on right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 Welsh ones on right now.
And the other stretch goal here is we have a Luke Carrington painted ship up for grabs, specifically the Skippy painted Trandoshan Slaver.
Really?
That one's sitting on my shelf. It's been part of the podcast, and I've been waiting for a special moment to make it happen. But here's the thing. We got to reach 250 to do it. And this is going to sound crazy. ISO fan, I love you, man. I want to see if the people can do it on their own.
You banning ISO fans?
I'm not banning him. Like he can do what he wants. But I'm telling you, like I want to see like people can't get too comfortable. Like ISO fan will take care of it. I love ISO fan. I love his support, and I want him to support. He did a bunch of heavy lifting.
Oh,
he
so much.
on himself. He's like, you know what? All the stretch goals unlocked. You want to go a little farther? You got to do a little walking yourself.
Absolutely. So let's hit that 250.
He goes, no!
So let's hit that 250. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break because, Dion, you got a capture card to buy.
Yeah, we got a capture card to buy. We're going to take a little break here. We'll be back.